Hey everyone, it's Molly. Hey, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Come on in. Um, Today's project is going to be a 10 by 10 deep panel wood panel with I have a 4 by 4 beveled mirror. And the reason I don't have it in front of me right now is I went ahead and measured out and glued that mirror down. So I have it in a very flat place and I don't want to move it around too much. So I'll grab it in a little bit. But in the meantime, we can get started on the tiles. And what I did here, now I'm working on a number 2 today. I don't know why. There was a reason. And I forgot. Anyway, maybe that's a lie. I'm just working on a number 2. So usually I use, these are my go-to rectangle sizes that I use, which I was asked last night. So they are 3/4 by 1.5, this one. And this one is 1 by 1.5, if you're curious of the size. And then I always, use this Kemper for my square. And this one's 3/4 by 3/4. Okay, just so you guys know the sizes. But I am going to do a few of these today in this size. But I'm going to do some big ones as well. And these are, 1.25 by 2.5. And it is 1.25 by 2. So Laura, I lied to you a little bit. I thought it was just 1 inch when I measured them. It's 1.25 wide. Okay. I'm sorry, I was measuring off camera. So I want to use these today, but we'll still need some small ones. This project's going to take a lot of clay. I think they all do, but because it's on a bigger surface, even though we're, gaining some real estate by having the mirror in the middle, yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to do today was try something new with the gold leaf. Now, these are the cheap gold leaves you can get off of Amazon. They are gorgeous. They're not like the ready leaf, though. They come apart and break really easily. They're a little messier, but that's okay for this project. And they're linked in my Amazon list, which is linked at the very first comment in the comments section. I pin is my Amazon list, so you can see. What are these? The ones I linked? I have the ones I like linked. I have some. It really doesn't matter. I mean, order whatever you want. Find the colors you want and order those. But the ones that I have linked are ones that go down a lot easier than some of these. So, but these haven't been too bad. So anyway, I want to start by, kind of want to just do a collage of just little pieces. They don't have to be quite this little. I'm just trying to, oh boy. I can't believe that picked up. This is souffle rolled out on a number 2. Why am I working on, usually this stuff sticks a little better to Primo, but I just spit on there. How gross. All right, and so I want to use a mixture of colors and see how this turns out. And I suspect we'll have to use some wax at the end, maybe. And I'm thinking maybe 2 sheets, maybe 3 of each color. So, guys, I was blown away by your responses to the giveaway. Thank you. I've read them all. They come through my email, to be honest, and I haven't been back to the comment section to give you a heart or respond. So maybe 1 or 2 I did. Because I just went back to work yesterday after being off, and I was kind of really, not that I do this while I'm working, I keep the 2 completely separate, but I was really tired after work yesterday. I went from running around like a nit the whole week of the 4th with just different stuff and parties and the whole 9 yards, and then sitting all day at a computer. I was like, I need a nap. And I went to bed really early. But yeah, thank you. That really was amazing. And I forgot, I also had, you know, those big tile cutters. I have an extra pair of those that's going in that. I don't have them right here, and my dog's laying behind me, so I'm not going to grab them. But that'll be a surprise for whoever, because I ordered them, and I thought they were going to be a lot smaller. And then I know there's 2 here. And then I had, they ended up being the same size as the smaller one I already had. So, anyway, those are awesome. We might use them today when we're doing this. Because I'm going to have the larger tiles, and I know some are going to need cut. Because you're always going to have those little areas you need to fill in. So, yeah. I was tired. I'm thinking, I don't know if this, I might not want any more. Boy, I thought I'd at least use 2, because I want to put down other colors. Come on, you little bugger. I'm getting close to the edges because I don't know how these cutters are going to lay out on here. Well, the TV is on. It's very, very quiet. If it's bothering you, I apologize. Again, I forgot, and I am not getting up because Billy's sound asleep behind me. But I do have something in my oven baking. I did a trial on something. I'll show you guys what I did. Let me use this color next. It's a pretty color. It's like a pinky, purplish, magenta color. And the beauty is you can lay on top. But I'm trying to go for the empty spots, but sometimes it lays down like wherever it wants. And I want to put gold on here too. What do you guys think of this? I wasn't sure how this was going to work out, but I think it's going to look pretty cool. Now, you also might have flakes that are in different colors. That might be easier to work with. The flakes that I have are more of a muted. I don't have any fun colors. Let me put it that way. I mean, I do if you like the darker fall burgundies and greens and golds. They're beautiful, but I didn't want those for this one. And okay, we're still working on our pool. It has not been open yet this year. We have been trying since the beginning of June. They said everybody's pool is having problems this year, but we switched to a different system, and I'm starting to regret that, and so is my husband. And the amount of money, oh my gosh. This was supposed to save, this new system was supposed to save us money. I don't want to have to spend, I want to spend my money on craft stuff, not that. It's getting to be a little much, so I don't know what we're going to do. And the sun is about to come up here. It's about 5:30. Yeah. And it's starting to come up, and I'm going to go out there, and if that thing's still green, because we put in 8 bags of Turbo Shock, and I have to put 4 more in this morning. And if it's still green, I am going to be madder than a hornet. Because it sounds like the pool people do not know what to tell me. And that is never good. Guess I could put in a little bit more so that I have even amounts of. I know I'm like squirrel. I talk about one thing and then I bounce back to something else and I get distracted, but I don't know how else to be. Unless I record. The very first video I was watching it the other day, I was laughing. I was so nervous the first time I recorded. But I didn't have my setup that I have now, and I couldn't do sound, so I had to do a voiceover. And I was very perfect. I don't even think I recorded any of my mistakes in it. I can't remember. I might not have had any. Sometimes I don't, believe it or not. But you know what it's like. Usually something doesn't come out the way you think. Hopefully it's in a good way. Like this is coming out as expected, to be honest. And I don't have to cover every single nook and cranny on here. I'm okay with some black coming. Whoops, that guy's just gonna go there, I guess. With some black coming through. But I am trying to get a lot of the black covered up. Alright, now let's do some gold. You get a drink. Okay. I'm glad you guys are in the focus of the camera, because man, was I mad at myself the past 2 videos I did. When I was like, I tend to work like really low, like right, like my stomach's in the shot right now. And my camera was like, it just doesn't reach, and then I go, oh, I'll just move it up here. But when you get working on something, I'm not looking at the computer screen. But I try to check it. But I think we're good today. This is going to look pretty. It's kind of like Mardi Gras. Maybe I'll find a Fleur de Lis yellow mold. We could use the Amazonite 15-minute mold stuff and make one of those and see if it would go somewhere. So We're getting there. Fast forward the rest of this. Okay, so I finished doing that. Sorry if that was too long for you guys. I never know how long when I'm doing something new, how long it's going to take. So I can't really prepare. So now I'm going to roll this. Now, guys, you will see people say to run it through your pasta machine. Take it from me. You do not want to do that. No, no, no. You will get gold leaf on your rollers, and it's awful. Awful. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, make sure everybody's down. And seeing it if any of these little last guys want to stick on there. Okay, like I said, it's going to get a little messy. This isn't bad at all, really. And I'm okay with the black. Did I just say that? The black sticking through. So now, this is when we cross our fingers and toes. I'm going to use a texture sheet. And this is the large texture sheets. You can use smaller ones and just do different areas. Now, because we have some clay down, I'm okay with going over this with my brayer. You can use your rolling pin. I just don't like, I just like my brayer better. This is a 2-inch. No, it's just 2 inches. It's the perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too little. And I put my finger through here, and I can really get some muscle into it. Please don't all come up on my paper, please. I did good. I only got one little thing in here. Okay. We'll worry about that later. So now, don't want to forget to pick up your clay or it will stretch after you cut it when you try to pick it up. Alright, so what's the best approach here? Well, let's just go. Let's just do it. These are so big, we're not going to get that many out of it. So I'm going to have to do another one, but I'll do that off camera. These are going to be so pretty. Okay. Now, all right, I am going to take advantage of some of this little spot here to do a little square. I'm going to punch out some of this size in here. Maybe. Okay. Now, you should be able to peel away your excess. Some rough edges, don't worry about it. You can file them down after you bake it, or you can cut them before you put it on the sheet. Aren't those pretty? Oops. Those are really pretty. Okay, this one got stretched, so I'm going to set it aside for a second. I'm going to put these on my tray. I have another tray there because there's something I want to show you. Nope. It doesn't look like I ended up with as much black on them as I thought I was going to. I mean, you can definitely see it, but okay, hold on, one got crooked. This one is like warped. Alright, so I have two I have to deal with here. Okay. Now, okay, this one looks better. It got warped because it was stuck to my desk right here. It wasn't on the paper. I forgot to put down 2 sheets of wax paper. Wax paper is on my Amazon list. It's wonderful because you can twist it, and when you're, you can pitch it. You don't have to use it. You can work right on your desk. The one thing I don't have is my glass top listed, and I'm going to add that today if I remember. I'll do it before work, so it'll definitely be there by the time this video gets done, because I'll be working on it over the next few days with you. And I just got this, guys. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I literally just got this topper. They're not cheap. But I worked my way up to it. What I did is I went to Lowe's and got like a, I don't know how big it is, 6x18 piece of just white tile. And that's what I worked on. And it was fine. But I gotta say, I love having this. And these come in different sizes. You don't have to get one as big as mine. Mine's like 24 by 20 by 24. And half of it's taken up with junk that's like my tripod, the base of that. It's loaded. It's loaded with junk. I try to pull out stuff for projects ahead of time too, so that's why. Okay, are we all done watching me do this again? So I have most of the glitter up, but I'm gonna do, I guess I didn't have to do this so much because the next thing I want to do, which I'm gonna have to go away and come back, I need more clay. Put those in the oven. I'm gonna use Primo. I have so much Primo right now, I order it and I forget I ordered it. This has been a challenge for me to cut. So I'm going to cut this brick in half. And then I like to go down the sides and make bigger strips to work from to put through the pasta machine. Especially when, ow, I didn't hurt myself. I just said that. Because it scared me. A blade getting out of control. Yeah, be careful, guys. I don't think that's going to be enough. Oh, I have some scrap over here, too. Duh. Alright. I'm going to use up the scrap, because we're just going to be putting gold leaf on. I'm going to set that aside. So, roll up and reuse this. Because I'm going to put gold leaf all over the top. You're not even going to be able to see what's in here. Alright, and I got a bunch of scrap over here. So I'll go ahead, roll this out, put those in the oven, and I'll be back. Guys, look what happened. Oh, that foil got on my nails. It's not coming off. Oh wait, I just got some. I lost this one. I don't even know how it peeled off. Because these are the gel nails. I do them myself. That's why my nails are always not perfect. I have a hard time using my left hand, but okay, you guys really care? Jeez. Alright. I'm going to still use this cheapy gold because it has a little bit more of a shine than the Ready Gold. And I just want to see a difference. It looks very yellow. It's okay. Oh, look, I got different gold colors. That might look kind of neat. This is the gold I was looking for. These little guys are only like 3 by 3.5. So you gotta use, you can't just put down one sheet of this stuff. Alright, now let's do this. Work with me, girl. Work with me. I think I'll just use oopsie poopsie. Okay, make sure everybody's down. Just a quick hit with your hand. All right, I'm totally fine that these are different colors. Can you see that? Oops. There's a lot of different golds in those little packs. If I was paying attention, we would have had the same color, but it is not going to matter. Might add a little variance. Get my scissors closed up. All right, now I want to use the same background. And I want this side down. And there's a little bit of clay here for it to stick to, so I don't think it'll shift. If you're just working on gold leaf and there's no clay sticking out, the odds of it not shifting on you are slim. And so you just need to go in and do this everywhere. I put 2 pieces of wax paper down this time. Okay. Oh, see? There you go. This is what happens with when you're not using the ready leaf. It picked up excess, not off of the actual clay. It was where I had things doubled up. I don't know how to get this off of here. This is my favorite go-to. I know I can put clay on here to clean it, but I just wanted to get as much as I could. So with a baby wipe, I got like a lot of it, but I'm just gonna take a scrap piece of clay. I'll do it off camera, and then put it on there, and it should pick up most of the gold leaf, if not all of it. All right, very important. Remember, you want to pick this up. Now, I have some paint I want to use on here. But we may still need to use wax colors. So anyway, I found I have this Dilutions paint. There's a ball in here. It must be mica powder based. Camso Teal. 1 ounce. These are from Ranger ink. Blendable acrylic ink. Oh boy. Okay, so this is where we do some finger painting. I'm putting it on thick on this. Look, it's looking green. I'm definitely going to have to put gel on here when it's done. So I'm just doing little circles. Oh boy, I just splashed that. Gosh. Okay. Whoa. See, usually you just want it to stay on top so you can still see the gold through the bottom. This stuff's really watery. We're just going to roll with it, okay? I'm going to use a different paint to mix in here as well. I do not like that color gold. But let me see how this color goes on. I'm using Extra Sheen Metallic Paint by Deco Art in the color Berry. Oh, it's much thicker. Now I should get purple in here, which is what I want, because remember, we had some purple in so when you mix, right, the blue and berry color, you get purple. This is very pretty. Do you think it'll go with our other ones? Maybe we tie them all together, the colors with the wax. If I ever say gel instead of wax, it is a new habit I picked up, and I don't know where, and I don't know why. It's like, girl, get with the program. Definitely like this better, but I mean, it's done. What am I going to do, you know? So we're going to use it. Now, I'm going to dry this a second. It's really wet. I don't know what I think of this stuff. Okay. I'm going right in between each one so I can get more. That gold looks kind of pretty when it's this gold on this side and that gold there. What is the dog barking? God only knows. Man, that is some messy, messy paint. I'm going to do a couple small ones. Can't. Room for a little square, I think. All right. I think we've... Oh, I have some over here. Excuse me. Again, this can be reused. This is perfectly perfect. That paint is not going to make a difference. Okay, we got a pretty good amount out of here. I like them. I hope they go with the other ones. You never know, do you? Okay, I'm putting these on my pan, and this is boring. So let me finish putting these on my pan, and then when I come back, we'll do something else. For me, I'm probably not coming back until tomorrow. So, by that point, I can show you the substrate we're going to be working on with the mirror that I glued on. Okay? Okay, guys, so we're going to do a little bit of a shift here, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to do some amazing casting resin. I don't know if you've used this before. I've done it on one of my videos. I think I only did it on one. I'm going to go ahead and do it on camera again today. But for this picture frame, I'm not sure, but Fleur de Lis is coming to mind, and I have some different Fleur molds, but this is the one I want to use today, and this is by IOD, which is Iron Orchard Designs, and it's called Fleur de Lis. And they spell mold M-O-U-L-D. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get this out of here. Oh, it's going to be loud on the camera. Hold on. Let me just rip it like a Band-Aid, get it out. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, it's thunderstorming here, so my dogs are they're pretty good. One of them's terrified. She's up in the closet. They make the best molds. They're not cheap, guys, but I love them. So I want to try and get as many of these fleurs and hearts as I can. I think these are the two. You can make a sacred heart out of this and this, or this and this. I'm just going to see how far we can get, but I'm going to start with the big one, and then I want to do this one. And then, you know, when it dries, it looks like this. This is a heart that we did on one of my other ones. And it can be painted, and I don't have a painted one right here in front of me to show you. But we will, because you're going to see it here. You're going to see it here, folks. All right. So it comes with these little cups. And something happened. We may not be able to do this. I have a mess. I have to go away and come back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I want to talk to you about something because I know exactly what happened. So, when I opened my box, this is what I found. Okay? Now, what a mess. Store this upright. I wasn't storing mine upright. And I can tell you right now, that's exactly what happened. I mean, this whole thing. But there's still some in here. It's okay. Luckily. So, we're going to move forward. I thought I might have to buy a new set. Luckily, I don't. They sell this on Amazon, and it is in my Amazon list. Alright, so Anyway, so it comes with these two, well, it comes with 3 or 4 cups, but I now have 2 left because one got ruined in the spill. And then on Amazon, I bought these bigger cups so I could pour both of them in and get a little bit more. And then I bought silicone stirrers. So what you want to do, trying to think what to do first here. So each of these, like this one is A, and this one is B. All you do is even amounts, and you don't have to shake them. So I'm going to go to $25. Almost to the top. I'm going to get a lot out of this. Okay. I wasn't intentionally, hold on. Sorry, I was choking over here. I wasn't intentionally trying to do it up in your face, but that's where I was comfortable pouring, so you got to close up. Okay, boy, oh boy. All right, now, let's get back to this. Oh no. So then we want to take both of those, and you want to mix them together. Take a baby wipe and clean these out, or go to the sink and clean them out. Now, you mix this until it starts turning white. It does not take long. And this is going to get hot. Not hot where it's going to burn you, but you're going to feel it really heat up. Now, you don't want to go for too long because this stuff starts setting up like in no time. So let's go back here. You don't want to overflow it, which I just almost did. All right, that's perfect. Now I want this one. You have to work quickly, guys. That one looks fun. I want this little one for something I have in mind for a next project. It's going to be a little different of a project, which you guys will probably be happy about. Ooh, boy. I don't think I have enough for this one. Maybe this little guy. I'm not going to have enough. Darn it, I thought I might. Okay, so we're going to sit here for a minute because I want you to watch something on my screen that's going to happen. Now, I let this just sit and dry, and then you literally can just go in and peel out, and then it's like good as new. Now, I'm going to clean these out while we're waiting. But you're going to see something so cool happen. At least I hope. That's, in theory, that's how it usually goes. Look at this one right here starting. These are starting. They're going to turn white right in front of your eyes. Now, this stuff they say sets up in 10 minutes. I let it go for 15 to 20, especially on the larger ones. You just see that filling in like that. So cool. All right, so I think you get the gist, and then it'll all fill in, but it takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to attempt to move this very, very carefully to the top of my desk so I didn't finish what I started. Why are we doing this right now? We were just working on tiles and we're not necessarily done yet. Because I wanted to have that curing while we're working on the rest of the tiles. I did work ahead and I want to show you where we're at. Well, let's do this last one. I'm just getting this stuff out of my way. I have to clean this up. Okay. Hi, Bindi. You coming down here to say hi, or are you scared of the thunder? Billy's right on top of my chair again. I can, like, hardly move. Oh, I just stuck my thumb into the thing. Goodness gracious, what a mess. Store it upright. Now I know too. Okay? Why I had it on its side is because I got these storage drawers that I keep them in, all of my resin stuff, and I can't fit it standing upright. This is why my shelves behind me look the way that they do. Because I don't have closed shelving behind me. As you guys know, when I go on live, you can see that it looks like a hot mess. It's a very organized, to be honest with you. It's just like all of my stamps are dumped in a box or in a bin. And then I have all my embellishments, like big embellishments, filigree, little embellishments. And then in the drawers behind me, I have texture sheets. And I used to do jewelry, so all that's stacked up there too. I actually got my start in polymer clay by doing jewelry. And I've had about enough of the jewelry. I gotta be honest with you. Maybe sometime we'll make a pair of earrings or maybe a necklace. That would be fun, because those are easy to do. But for right now, I'm not in any rush to do that. Okay, so I want to try something else. I have this stamp, and I'm so sorry. I do not know where I got it from. Or a texture sheet, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it might be from Invoke Arts, but it might not be. And what I love about it is that it's not, it's very random. It's a little rough looking. So what I want to do is let's put it down first. I'm not doing any foil on this one. Okay. This is Primo clay I'm working on, rolled out on a number 2. Guys, I have the Atlas 150 that I'm working on. I have a 180, but it's in my garage because something happened when I opened it. And it is not fixed yet because my husband and I both have no patience. Oh my gosh, I lost half of my nail. I wonder if the Amazonite did that. Sorry, you have to look at that. I can't really fix it right in the middle of this. Okay, this is coming out beautifully. I'm going to do another one down here. Now, I'm pressing this in to kind of get a firm hold before I go with my brayer. I love this stamp. These look really cool if you punch out the 1 inch or the 3/4 inch on it. All right, let me get this out of here before I start getting anything I missed cleaning up on it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this up now. I have 2 pieces of wax paper down. Because remember, if you're going to stretch anything, do it now. Not when you're cutting. Look at, see how that just did that? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. But, yeah. All right. So I'm going to be using Creative Arts by Jet Age Studio. Okay, guys, you get these off of Etsy. They're a little expensive, but their colors are, Susan from Turtle Soup Beads did a test of a whole bunch of different pigments, and this one came out number 1. Now, do I agree with that? From what I've used, it depends on the color. So, I mean, my favorite one is their Moonshine, and I just got another one, and I got a little bit bigger size. But you can buy them 1 by 1, which is nice. So, okay, so this is Bora Bora, and I thought this would kind of go well with, please don't fall. I mean, it's hard to tell because it changes kind of like greeny. Can you see that now? It looks a little green. So I'm just going to go every other one. I'm going to do down here. Now I'm only doing, I guess I could do all the sides. The reason I'm getting lost with my words again is because we're probably only going to get 1 strip. There's going to be a lot of leftovers here. That's why I have such a big piece. Okay. Look at, we're making progress here. In fact, I bet the little ones are ready. I'm so bummed I didn't get that whole thing. Well, what if? Okay, now let me clean. Oh my God, I think I just got it on my face. I'm glad you're not seeing my face right now. Okay, then this one is Plum Crush. And it goes with that magenta color, that berry that we used for the paint. And it does not show up that great. So, looking for another color. No. I don't like this. Okay, I've never opened this one. Interesting. And there's hot glue on the top. My hot glue gun these sit on my desk next to me. My hot glue gun sits real close to it, so lucky we didn't melt. I want to see what this looks like. I don't know if I can go over this. This one's called Marguerite. Okay, this one is really cool. It's I'm gonna have to put it on the camera so you can see this. When I cut these, I'm gonna hold one up close and I'm gonna turn it from side to side for you. Because you can't really tell, at least the view I see of what you see. You can't see what it's doing. Okay, this is cool. The green is turning to purple, depending on which way you're looking at it. And whatever you want to call that grayish color is turning magenta. Now, let me get rid of this thing. You can't see. I'm getting the lid out of here. These have like glitter in them too, which is different than most mica powders. Alright, now I want to use, I'm using Pearl X by Jaguar Brilliant Gold. I'm going to try it. Because I was thinking about using Rub and Buff Antique Gold. I could always add it. Now, how am I going to get... in here? I don't know if these are going to go with what we already did, you guys. But yeah, see, I don't want that gold taken over like it's doing. Oh well. What do I always say? Roll with it. Not going to redo it. These look very pretty. It's cool how they blend. It's funny how the different brands... Pearl X goes on much smoother. The Creative Arts by Jet Age Studio is a little, like, grittier. Okay. This is wild. Hold on. When I cut this, we'll look at it. So, I think I just want to use these big cutters again. Okay. Did you see? Kind of, right? Alright, let me get these out of here, but I want to do something with the others. Oh man. Can you see this color shifting? Depending on which way. I don't know. I wanted you guys to see this, but I can only twist my... Oh. I don't know what to tell you if you can't see it, because that's stinks, but that's the best I can do right there. It's very cool. It's like magic. You guys might think, how is this going to go with the style of the other pieces that we did? Well, sometimes with mosaics, you can mix those styles up. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to look weird and we're not going to, maybe set them aside for a different project, but that could happen. Okay. Okay. I'm going to just set these here for a second. Just want to see what we can get out of here. Sorry, nose is running down the back of my throat again, and I feel like I'm gonna choke. Putting them on my tray, that's where I'm going, guys. Let's do some little squares. I do not have a lot of fillers, that is for sure. I don't like that one. All right. That's enough. Oh boy, that was loud. Okay. I feel like I'm being boring this morning. Okay, let's do... Look at, isn't that cute? Just that little tile. Okay. I know this is boring. We're going to take the molds out. So I'm going to ask for you to sit through me running over to the oven real quick. It's like literally 10 steps away. That's what our bar area downstairs turned into, since this is now my studio. The bar area is now for a printer and for my oven. So I'm going to go pop all these in. They're going to need some cleanup when they come out. I can already tell. Be right back. Okay, sorry, my timer was only set at 5 minutes. Alright, these should be done. So you just pop them right out. There you go. I don't know how long that was, but it wasn't very long. So we have 3 hearts, 3.5 hearts. I don't ever get rid of anything. You never know what you could use it for. See how cool this would look for a sacred heart? Or if I cut it off right there. That's cool. This is the first time I've used this mold. A little Fleur. I love this one. And then the big one is done too. Isn't that awesome? So how quick was that to make these molds? My whole bottom drawer behind me, where you usually see behind me, is filled with molds. So I like to use molds. You guys, that stuff took my nail. Look at that. It took it right off. And these are gel. Luckily, it only takes a few minutes to redo them, but I don't think you want to sit here and watch me do that. So we're going to deal with some naked fingers. All right. This is great. Now, I wonder, should we paint? I'm jumping ahead a lot. Let me wait. Let me set these aside. I'm not going to use the UV light. I'm not resining any of these today, at least as of right now. Now, when we set them down, we'll see. Is this dry? Yeah. Okay, so look at it. Just comes, your excess just comes right out because it's all silicone. And you guys know that you can bake these after they're done? Yes, you can, because I have done it. All right, let me go get, sorry guys, let me go get the substrate with the mirror on it. Okay, so, oh God, you guys don't want to see me at 4:30 in the morning. It's actually 5:30 now. I'm going to put this over here for right now. This is a 10 by 10. See, because I was thinking, like, after we get all the tiles down, would this look cool up here? You know what I mean? I don't know. It moved on me and is a little crooked. So I'm going to have to be careful about how I... It's a bummer. It's not going to stop me. We can fake our way through things. All right, so I'm going to cut out a piece of paper. Some scrap paper I had sitting here. I need to trim it a little more. to the end of my drink. I was trying to think what the name of this one is. It's an energy drink, and I'm just trying it. It's cherry full slush, and a Lenny. I think it's a Lenny. I usually was drinking Red Bull. I like coffee, but coffee sometimes upsets my stomach. I've had a lot of surgeries because of the type of cancer I had, and my stomach it was weird with my diet. So how am I gonna tape this down? My tape is upstairs. Okay, this is just gonna go like anywhere I can find a spot, and we're gonna look at the tiles. No, I have the tiles in the oven. Let me go away and come back. Okay, now, all right. I did all the things. I blew my nose, cleared my throat, and while the clay is baking, I decided we are going to go ahead and paint this so it can dry when we're going through the tiles. Now, I'm using Folk Art Treasure Gold Brilliant Metallic Acrylic Paint. I would use gold leaf on it, but I still have been forgetting to ask my husband to help me open it, and I'm afraid we might make a mess. And because they're like 5 years old, I ordered another one that should hopefully be here today or tomorrow. I love this gold. It's so pretty, but you have to do more than one coat. You have to do 2 or 3 coats. So our pool turned blue, you guys. I had to put in, this season we have put in over 25 bags of shock to try and get it to go. I guess everybody's been having a green pool really bad this year, because in Ohio, we don't open our pools until Memorial Day or the week after. It depends on the weather. And this year, we had outrageously high temperatures, like of 100 degrees for a week in June, when everybody was like not up and running yet, and the algae just bloomed and bloomed. So in order to kill it, you have to put in tons of chlorine shock. Now, it's ironic because the new system we were on bromine, which is a little bit kinder than chlorine, but they're not going to be making it for much longer, and it's $625 for 25 pounds. So we bought a new system a couple years ago and installed it for this year. And it's an oxygen system, and it works on, the whole system is oxygen, and then your chemicals are peroxide. So oxygen and peroxide. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but I was complaining about my pool so much. I thought I'd let you know we're good. And I expect it to look better this morning. However, it is raining and thunderstorming. So this is all I'm going to get out of the first coat. So this is going to dry. And I need to put my paintbrush in foil. Hold on. Where's my foil? There it is. This is a water-based, guys. I'm putting it in foil because I'm lazy and I didn't bring over a cup of water. So, I wonder if I should have done the little one too. You know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have been all over the place in this video. Okay, I'm going to actually go away and come back because our tiles aren't done yet. Oh, there's one thing. Here, let me go ahead and paint the other one that I wanted to talk to you about. And I have no idea when you're watching this because this is July of 2024. But for my folks that watch this every time I post, I'm going to be reaching out to a few of you that I have talked to and know a little bit better. Oh gosh. See, that's the thing with these long brushes. It hits the camera. I'm going to be reaching out to a few of you because I'm going to go live on YouTube, and I've never done it before. Now, I'm going to do a practice one to make sure I have everything working, but I'm going to reach out to a few of you for a private live. Some of my peeps. And I'm going to reach out to you and see what you think of that. I'm going to send you a message in Facebook Messenger. Now, I want to let you know, not everybody, and I was in one of the comments on the giveaway even, you know, somebody did tell me she's not on Facebook, she's only on YouTube. So when I go live, I either have to use StreamYard and go both, or just do YouTube. So I have to figure some of that stuff out, guys, but I'll be surprised. Maybe I've already reached out to you before I even publish this. I'm rocking and rolling with my videos this week. I can't believe it. Things are coming together pretty quick. Alright. These are going to get set aside. I'm going to go get the clay out of the oven when it dings. Let it cool a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay. They are out of the oven. And they're a little dull compared to the other pieces that we have, which I'll bring out in a second. So let's, I want to add some Indian Pink metallic wax. Art Alchemy. It's by Prima. If you just search for Prima wax, between Etsy, you can find colors on Etsy, and then sometimes you could find it on Amazon. Amazon's more expensive. This is totally helping. Amazon's more expensive, but sometimes you can find colors on there, and maybe it's worth it to you to pay $9 to $11 for it. I've done that if I can't find it on Etsy. Just search Prima wax. And sometimes their pictures will look like, what do you call that? Like a palette. But when you order it, it comes in the tubes. And the tubes are so easy to use. Okay, this is brightening this up. I'm not going over the entire place where some of the mica powder was, but I'm hitting it pretty hard, guys, so now I'm loving these, by the way. Oh, I made some strips. For grout. I just rolled out my black clay, like scrap clay. I did a diamond texture sheet or I did the same foil that we used in these. And I did, I also used a purple color. Because I made a couple more. And, you know, it's funny, you can do the same thing twice and they never turn out the same. So that's kind of cool to me. But these really are going together well. This, remember we used the dilutions? I gotta say, as messy as watery as that was, that color pops, man. But what I want to do, this is probably not find an exact match. I think, let's just try this. Ooh, this works well because it's mixing in a little bit with the backgrounds. Because they're not sealed yet. Oops, too much. Yeah, you got to have a light finger without too much on it. Let me move these. It's like exploding out of the top. Like, I want to play too. These waxes are worth the investment, in my opinion. I use them a lot. I mean, look how bright these are compared to when they came out. And the only thing is you have to let waxes dry. Okay, I'm just cleaning off the top of my thing. This is Rub and Buff. Gold Leaf. Which color are you? I think this is Antique Gold. Is it right in front of my face? Or no, Gold Leaf, not Antique Gold. I'm gonna put this on to help pop. I already did some other one of these. Some other ones of these. Oh, if I do reach out to you about going live with me for a test run, you don't have to be on camera. I hope you know that, just in the comments. But I'll explain all that to you. These look so cool. I love them. Alright. Wipey off my fingy. Oh, I also put a second coat on these. Looking good. I'm glad we ended up painting those because now that's out of the way. I'll put these back. And then we're going to seal them once they dry. So, I'm going to put them over here on my pasta machine because I have no other room and I don't need my pasta machine. So I may have to change the color of my, or the angle of my camera. No, I guess that works. I don't want you to be too far away. And it doesn't look like I'd get it too much out of the shot if I accidentally move it down. I just rolled up some like Scotch tape and put the paper on. You can still see some of the edges. This white mark you see out here is from a wax pen when I had measured 3 by, so this works out nice being a 10 by 10 because this was a 4 by 4, so I needed 3 inches on each side. So I traced the mirror so that when I had the glue on the back and went to go set it down, I knew where I was going. Okay. This mirror is off of Amazon. I don't have it on my list, and I will try to remember to add. It came in like a pack of 3 or 5. I can't remember. And they're nice, and they don't skew. Now, the last mirror I did, I was kind of bummed because when all was said and done, I was showing my husband, and he's like, why do I look like my face is stretched? So that mirror, because it was so cheap, like a lacquer mirror, it was distorting what you look like in it. I don't want anybody to have that, so I'll probably hang it up in my house somewhere. I keep all the rejects. I used to do that when I fostered dogs. We'd end up adopting the non-adoptables with all the problems. God, I'm glad those days are over. Not that my dogs don't have issues, but okay, so let's talk about the tiles. So these are the ones that I did off camera. And I just love them. And then I tried to mirror these, but I didn't add as much purple in, so they go together, but yet they're different. And then I told you I did the strips. I think I have way more than what we need. And then these are ours, but these are the ones I did previously with gold leaf. So they're a little muted, but they all still go together. Now is the time we're going to put these down. Do I want the ones we just did? Yeah, if we need them, I'll have them. So I'm just, these are larger than what I usually work with, as you know. And I don't know. I'm going to use my nail file off camera. I don't know if I'm going to need to cut like if I'm going to need to cut sub. Okay, sorry, my nose was itchy. Man, maybe we are going to need... This one is a little warped. It'll be okay when I glue it. And then maybe here do one of these. Again, this is why I only cook for 30 minutes. Because I just was able to bend that right back into shape. It's very different if you're doing jewelry or thicker pieces. You really need to go with whoever your instructor is on the timing. Because I've tried to address it, but I don't think anybody cares. I'm just guys, not gonna budge on that. What on the projects I do. You do whatever you do. You do you. There's the garbage man. Come and get my garbage from 4th of July. Sucked. Our garbage day's on Wednesday, and 4th of July being on a Thursday, it was like, seriously, I have to hold on to all of this thrown away food in 90-degree weather. There was maggots in my can yesterday. I almost threw up. Those things are so disgusting. Should I leave room for rhinestones in something like this? Or bead chain, maybe? Bead chain could go there. What if it also went here? Okay, guys, I know I'm being quiet because I'm trying to think, and I can just hear you guys in my head going, put that one there. You're like yelling it through the screen at me. Just move that one over. I'm glad I have so many of these guys. Let me put it that way. I really like how awkward this is. You guys know I'm like, sometimes be a little weird about things. Right. Let me see if... So if these strips, forgot I did. Maybe it needs a blue. Let me cut this. I don't have a square, I don't think. Is this one crooked? This one's crooked. It must have stretched a little bit when I picked it up. Okay. Move it on, move it along. I mean, I can always make more. But I felt like I had a ton. to do what to do. Excuse me. Cut this guy. Sometimes I'm afraid to cut because I'm not sure if I'm going to move stuff around. I'm going to cut this one right here. I try to cut them a little long because you know the saying, you can always take away, but you can't give back. So I can go ahead and take that tip off. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one too. All right, now let me see. I might want like that there. Because I think that'll work. Can do this. Poop. Do that one there. You're not sure what to do, just leave it alone for a little bit. And sit here all day racking my brain. Oh no. I want those right next to each other, but boy, that fits perfection. So you gotta cut right here. Nope. Yep. What do you guys think? I don't know. Glad I did a double batch of everything because we are going to need it, guys. Getting a lot of small ones over here. I don't like that so much. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Put this down, put this here. These are going to come down. That's going to come down. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry if I am boring you to death. I can always cut pieces like this. I'm not worried about the filler. We can do so much with filler. Small piece. Same. could put ball chain there. It's a little long. Guys, if you're new, I am cutting these with Tim Holtz tonic scissors. They come in small, medium, and large. These are the mediums, and they're a really good size. But they have little blades on them. Like, they're serrated. And they really cut the clay nicely. You can find them on Amazon, and they are on my Amazon list. If you go to the comments at the top, just grab my regular scissors. It's like something doesn't feel right. The very first pinned under the comments is my list. No, we need one of these guys in here. I'm even thinking this should have been here. This can go here. It's just like a puzzle. You guys are probably like a very boring puzzle. Well, fast forward. That's what I would do. I do it all the time. No offense to anyone. But, man, we only got so many hours in the day. Ha! How about them apples? Here's what's going to happen. I know these aren't sealed yet, but I can do it after. I want to make sure I mix and match. They're almost the same. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to pull those out quite yet. If we need to, I will. But after looking at them next to each other, they're close enough. Guys, I'm sorry. This crap's running down the back of my throat. I'm not trying to be gross with you or anything. I can't help it. Boy, those look a lot alike, but that's okay. Oh boy, boy, oh boy. All right, that one fits. I'm using a lot more of these than I thought. At least they're quick and easy to make if I need more. I gotta get some more of our roly-polies in there. Am I out? I used them all, you guys. Here's one. And do this. Yeah, we're definitely going to need the ones we just did. There's something weird going on here. This needs, like, the bottom is sticking out from the, oh, I just made it crooked. Gosh darn it. Why did I think that fit before? There. All right, back here. All right, I'm gonna grab a tool. Hold on. It's these. I have the husky version of these in my giveaway that I didn't have out. I forgot about it when I did it. Still over a little bit. That's good. What a mess all these little clippings are. You know, one time I thought about holding on to all these and doing something really cool with them. I just have so much crap down here. I'm not kidding. I really do. I can't do that right now. Just say goodbye to it. All right. I have so many of these. What color should we use? I think we need blue here. That fits perfect. I love how these things start to come together. I feel like I'm going to walk down here later and look at it with a fresh pair of eyes and be like, what did you do? What is this creation? This is so bizarre. I was like, well, it's a reflection of my personality. Right, Billy? You have to live with me. Okay. No. This is the one we just did that's not varnished yet. Oh, I don't know about if I like that. Do what to do, what to do. 2, 3. Definitely have more at the top. That definitely needs to go there. So I need to work around that. With these. Got 3 different golds going up. 4 because of this. These are almost dry. Cool. They can be varnished. I always varnish my waxes, always. Because I don't know. They look dull if you don't. Took care of that. Mamma mia, Mamma mia, Figaro. Alright. I think that energy drink I had is getting to me. What do you think? Acting like a nut at... What time is it? 6:30? Guys, I gotta get my webcam going. That stinker. I was upstairs with my computer and I got it working when I was sitting on the couch one day. Came down here all excited to use it and nothing. I sat here for like a half an hour trying to get it to connect. So, I'm usually actually really good with technology. I gotta hand it to myself on that one, but as you're looking at this, guys, take note of how brilliant this gold foil is compared to the Ready Gold Leaf. Because you should know, even though it might be easier to use, it might not be vibrant enough for your project. Now, I like it because, you know me, I like different dimensions, shapes. Well, I guess not shapes. I want to start doing some round stuff, actually. But I got to think ahead a little on how to do that before I try and do a real time with you. So, yeah. Just a little bit more. Oh, we're getting close. It looks like Hawaii and Egypt had a baby. That's funny, Molly. Okay. Yeah, so you just go down and you just try to get as straight as you can. And I didn't. Look how easy those clip. I hope I was in the camera. Let me go down this side. Am I as far over as I can go? Well, that one's a little crooked. That ought to take care of what's hanging over. Actually, my mirror's a little crooked, so it's all on me. Do you feel like since I have smaller pieces here... Yeah, I guess it's okay. I don't want to feel like I have a whole ton of small pieces down here that don't match. Or over here. And it can be hung which way you want. I need another... I think my stamp is crooked, and that's why I keep thinking that. Oh, well. Okay. Don't nitpick too much. It's all up to your satisfaction, but I'm just giving you a word of advice. You're never going to get your project done if you don't let it go. I know some of you have told me that you're getting some reinsurance by me saying that, but these things are going to come out gorgeous when you're done, and you know it. Because you've got talent, and you're using it. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of rhinestones in here. Maybe we don't need them. Okay. That mirror's nice and shiny. This is the only one I need to... I'm so excited. I'm going to have leftovers of these for another project. In fact, we may use them in one coming up very soon. I need to straighten this one out. Oh, gosh. All right. Rhinestones, rhinestones. I need a little tiny piece. I need blue. For here. Let's see. Perfect. Two rhinestones up there. Try to have a longer. One, two, three for rhinestones. This will have to be stickles because this isn't even. Funny how until you get it down sometimes you don't realize. Look how many of these guys we have left. We have a lot here. Maybe I'll make a companion. Maybe I'll do like a mirror in a box? A mirror in a box? Like the mirror can be on the wall and the box can be on a dresser or something? I don't know. Who knows what people want stuff for? I know a lot of people have been buying from me for gifts. And I just did a custom order for someone for a birthday gift. Which, I'm going to tell you something. I got to have a live sale here coming up. And PayPal really screwed me. Sorry for my... It just... They held on to all of my money after my last sale because I don't usually have that much money coming in at once. So instead of like verifying it or asking me or Now, I can tell you a lot of money goes out of my PayPal account. That's how I pay for all of my Etsy stuff. And Michael's. And, you know, why don't you look at what I'm spending before you question my income? And then they're holding on to it like it's theirs. Making interest off of my money. I had to talk to so many people, and it was really, there was a language barrier on top of it that really was bad. I mean, bad. And finally, because that sale was June 21st or 2nd, I can't remember. And then they wanted to keep my money until July 15th. I'm like, that is a long time. It is almost a month that you're going to keep my money. So anyway, it was a little, and that's not fair. They were like, just have your clients go in. They have to use the web app. They can't use their phone. Just have them go in and release your money. I'm like, I'm not asking my customers to do that. They just spent a good chunk of money buying my products. You want me to go ruin my brand and my reputation because of your stupid rules? I'm so mad about it. But, I got it worked out. That's fine. But I have to sell stuff in order to order stuff. I mean, I have a monthly budget, but, I mean, I only have so much room to hold on to this stuff anyway. And that's part of the process for me is I want to make people happy. I want other people to have my stuff. Look at this, guys. Egypt and Hawaii. Is it too weird for you? I don't know. I mean, I can even add rhinestones, like, in all of these. That would be something, wouldn't it? Add, like, a 4th level of weirdness. I'm excited. I love getting to this point. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So, I guess the next step is I start gluing stuff down. So, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm doing it off camera. Because I do it in all of my videos, guys, a lot of them. So, nice shiny mirror. Is the glare too bad? Like, can you see this, you guys? I think it looks really awesome. I use Weld Bond. That is the industry standard for mosaics. Even if you're doing glass mosaics, you want to use Weld Bond. This is on my list. What is this? I don't know. It's like dry glue, but it's not from that. It's a brand new bottle. Okay. Weld Bond. I take my tiles. I'm not going to do the whole thing. And I'll go like maybe this far. And I stack them down here. Paint this part. Put them back. That is the best way to not get your things out of order. In my opinion. That's how I do it. And it's worked well. Once in a while, I'll get something twisted and I'll be like, where did it go? I'll set it aside. And again, it's like a puzzle coming together. And then by the end, I know right where it goes. I need to go anyway because I have to blow my nose again. All right, let me glue. And I will be back. Okay, guys, so I've glued everything down. Now, I wanted to let you know it's the next morning, and just from a timing perspective, I am having an issue with Mo, okay? Because he's a little barky this morning, and I can't let him out because we had a 10 by 20 tent set up in the backyard for 4th of July that never was taken down. And the hurricane winds, even though we're in Ohio, we're hitting 40 to 50 miles an hour because I'm along the Lake Erie. And it is now up against my house, and I can't get any of the dogs out. And I don't know if I should wake John up or wait. So I'm trying to wait so I don't have to wake him up because he's been working like a dog. And I, just out of respect for him. So if he starts this barking again and he won't stop, I'm going to stop and I'll let you know. And I'll cut out the audio and just keep working. Okay, because I want to get this done because I have a whole other couple projects I want us to do. So, anyway, I glued it down this morning, actually. But last night, I got this idea during the day as it was going on. Remember we did the Fleur with the Amazing Cast? Guys, I know I call it Amazonite. I don't know why I made that term up. And, I think that's the name of it. And it's not. I have no idea where it came from. So, it's Amazing Cast. And I showed you the box when we were doing it. So, whatever. I just make words up sometimes. And I forget. So, I made 3 more. And then this is the large one. So, for a size comparison. And I was thinking maybe the large could just go here. Which doesn't look bad. But, I had an idea for these. Now, what I did was I took this antiquing wax in the color Soot from Art Alchemy, and I don't know if I got this off of Etsy or Amazon, but I wonder if you can order directly from them. But anyway, who cares? So then I took my black Americana paint. And I went around, so I did the black soot just around some of these areas. When I tried to get it, put it in the center and stuff, the whole thing was turning black. Did I get, that's okay. Handmade. You got to remember, guys, these are handmade. What I was pointing out is I just saw I got a really dark spot right there. But I am not going to worry about it. Each one of these is not supposed to look exactly pinpoint the same, right? This is what we were talking about. Handmade. Make it sure it looks handmade. These are the little things that make it look handmade. While you're paying attention to details, you're also making it authentic, and not everything is going to look like it came out of a machine, and we don't want it to. Okay. But as you could tell, that bothered me when I first saw it because I didn't realize it. So I put that on. And then I took my, this is the permanent, archival ink. It stays on and it's in jet black. And I took that with a little finger dauber and I went around the edges wherever I could reach anyway to add some depth and so it would stand out a little bit more. Pop a little. And then I took the Rub and Buff Gold Leaf. It's the same color that we used on these. And I just went over the little dots in the center with it. I debated putting rhinestones on them, but these things really stand up and they're so small. I'm not sure. Maybe I could put rhinestones here and here, and here and here. But I like things in odd numbers, like 3 and 5. And I just think, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, let me put these back. Okay, so then I was thinking, what if I put, this is why I did 4. What if I put them off the corners? Do you guys think that looks okay? I could bring them in, but I think it adds more interest if they're off the corners a little bit. And then I had bought these a while back. Wait, did I have these already? I don't remember. And these look kind of pretty in the corners too. But I wanted to add some more dimension. Here, let me pull this down a little. But they're not painted, so it's really hard to tell what they would look like. But I keep going back to the Fleur because of the colors in here. And I just think I want to do these. So let's do it. Let's just do it. I have my glue gun on. Okay, so before I do the grouting, no. Let's do the grouting first. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud like everybody else. Let me put my little wood things away. I mean, I can't afford to have a bigger mess than what I have. I'm going to turn my glue gun off for a moment, which I have to unplug because there's no on and off switch. They sell these really cheap silicone mats, and you can get one to set your glue gun on, and then when it drips out the front, you don't have to worry that it's getting on anything. Okay, if you're paying attention, and unlike me where it got on my mica powder lid the other day. Okay, so these are down. They are not going anywhere. Now, I noticed too, I have a little gap like above the mirror here. So at some point I'm going to have to take this off to really get in some of these. And I'll do that off camera because you don't want to look at my camera or me at 5 o'clock in the morning. Working on this. Okay, I made myself tired. I am drinking my energy drink, but man, that yesterday I think I drank it too fast, or maybe I had more than one. I'm keeping it to one. It was that new one that has more caffeine in it. Holy moly. Alright, so I am using a different, I like to use the gold. Here's a silver example, okay, of the rhinestone. And I also had this where it was just clear with gold instead of the silver. But today I want to use this Arroyo, I can't say the word, Arroyo Borealis. Is that right? Where there's multiple colors inside of the stones. Because it just, the colors that it's shining off are like perfect for this project. And it has a gold chain to it. So I think that'll look really pretty. Now I'm going to do a couple of these and then I'm going to fast forward. I was watching back yesterday's where I was laying out the tiles, and in hindsight I should have fast forwarded that, so I know you probably did, but I kept talking about stuff and I was like, the next thing I knew I was falling asleep. So I put myself to sleep watching my own video, which is pretty pathetic. Anyway, there's a fine line between how much detail I go into and how long. I mean, to watch me do this for as long as it took, I mean, I'm sorry if I bored you guys to death. Okay, so with that, I'm going to try and be more cautious of my audience. So I want to put, and this isn't going to fit, unfortunately, in all the spaces I have. This isn't going to fit in every one of them. So what I do is I measure the chain. And then I have the wire cutters. Really small ones are for jewelry. You can use your scissors. I just am afraid my scissors are going to get ruined. And then you want the B7000. There's lots of B7000s. Make sure you're using the gold one. Okay? And I'm going to lay that in here. Ugh. This thing's getting really beat up. Where did I put the piece I cut? Over here. And then that, just like that. Now I have a little piece of grout and some bling. These real tiny spots I either let go or we're going to add stickles to them. But stickles is the very last thing. I did add some stickles to these before I went to bed last night so they would dry overnight. So they're a little sparkly. I don't think the camera's picking it up that well, but I can see it clearly. All right, now I have a spot here. Oh my God, these politics, you guys. I have the news on in the background, sorry. I needed to see the weather because I haven't been paying attention to it, and I wished I would have before this wind came and probably ruined this tent. Do you guys come for my stories or to watch me do this? I have a new story every day. I swear to God, you can't make this stuff up. Now I have along the edge here. I'm going to turn this, you guys. I turn as I work. Turn and burn. I'm sorry if I'm too far away, but I think this should work. I have to really squeeze this in here, but and this stuff doesn't dry immediately on contact, but it is super strong and it dries pretty quickly. I mean, you come back in 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's not 100% dry, but you can't move it. I want this to look as straight as possible. Now here's an example I'm going to show you right here where I don't know if you can see. I'm trying. There's a larger space right here than there is down here. So I'm going to just fill this larger space. I think. I don't think it's going to fit down here. Oh wait, I was wrong. I can smush it in there. Cool. I was going to show you I would do two different things in that area. But I think if I really smush it down in there, it's going to work. This B7000 dries clear, guys. So if you drip it on something, grab a baby wipe or a wet paper towel and wipe it off. But if you miss something or, don't worry about it. That fit perfect. Usually I'm pretty good gauge of how wide I need, but what is that? Let's have gunk. I think this is where it doesn't fit that I thought it would. Okay, so I'm going to have a spot here I'm going to have to do something with. Okay, here's one. Let me show you. Do you see this spot right here where I have more space. Not hitting the light right, guys. Anyway, there's more space above this blue square than there is above the purple, and it's too late for me to take the purple off and trim it, because that would have been the ideal thing to do. So I'm going to put this down right here where it fits. And then we're going to have this little tiny space that we'll figure out. Yeah, and all my fingers. It's not going to fit here, I don't think. By the way, this is 4mm rhinestone chain. It is on my Amazon list. Okay, same thing's going to happen here. You have to have good eyeballs to get it back on there. Okay. I'm going to fast forward the rest of this. Sorry, I still didn't do my nails, so it looks kind of weird. I'm going to fast forward the rest of this. I'm going to come back once I have all the big laid down. Okay. Hopefully I trim that. This B7000 is like coughing. Okay. So I filled everywhere I could fit the big 4mm. I also have this little 2mm. This is gold with just the clear rhinestones in it. So okay, here's the thing. When you're working with them this little, they tend to twist on you. And you'll have half looking like gold and half looking like rhinestone. And you got to be careful. It's just a heads up. You got to pack your patience for this little guy. Because it's really small. I mean, small. And it can be hard to see if it twists on you. Just realized something. I don't want this to move my camera, but my light is like... Is that better? Sorry, guys. I moved my camera and the whole thing went with it. And I'm sitting here like, why is it so dark? Oh, I already put this in there. Okay, so... Now, use your needle tool. I'm using the one that I made that I have a video on how to make. And I need to make myself another one. This thing's seen better days. I have the end twisted here. Gosh darn it. I hate putting my finger in here when the glue is on it. I have to pick it out. Come on, work with me here. Nope. Nope. Sorry, I can't. There we go. Now these two are twisted. Oh, so I said you got to pack your patience when you're working with these. Now everybody's sticking to everybody else, and Man, I thought for sure the big one would fit in here. What a bummer. These will fit. These will work just fine. I'm going to fast forward again. And then I'll be back. I put them in where I could. I chose not to put the little ones next to the big ones. I'd rather do stickles in there so that it's intentionally broken up. Not like, oh, I ran out of trim and or I did it crooked and that one didn't fit, but this one will. That kind of thing. You know what I wonder? I have this little tiny piece. No, it won't fit in there. And I just broke it in half anyway. This one would. Yeah, let's do stickles. Okay. I have 3 colors here. I have the purple stickles. It's called Aubergine. I don't know. Then I got the gold. And then I have this platinum that I thought would look really cool. Because it's it's like a little bit of gold and silver. It's just really sparkly. Why don't I try it in a really small spot and see? How about oh my goodness. I'll put way too much in there. Don't ask. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to fix it, and it's working. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. We're definitely going to use that one. Again, it's the platinum stickles. So I'm just going around to any of the empty spaces I have, and I'm filling it. Oh my gosh, there's something with this that's it's English, Molly. It's like it's going along smooth, and then all of a sudden a big pop burst will come out. Come on, go slow. You want to be generous because when this dries, it tends to settle down a little bit, and you know, it lays down below the surface. So I usually like to do 2 rows so it's puffed up a little bit. I could have put rhinestones here, but that's all right. This is very shiny. Now, here's one. Okay. I get everywhere I can fit it in. But I'm fine with the black showing through. Now, the only thing I'm doing wrong here is I'm going all over the place, which means eventually I'm going to stick my hand, the side of my hand in it. So, trust me, the guys that watch me know I do that all the time. And I know I'm going to do it. This is so pretty. I love how this turned out. We gotta glue on. These little buggers are all crooked in here. My little rhinestones. My problem child. Problem children. I don't like that. Come on, everybody. Now, when this glue starts to dry a little bit, it's easier to shift things. Because it's sticking to the back of the board and not to you, or to your tool. Okay. I don't think you can really overdo stickles. I do not think you can. Alright, I think I'm about done. Did I get my hand in it? It's a miracle. I'm glad Mr. You-know-who quieted down. Because I'm sitting down here like, now what am I going to do? What happened here? This is crooked. I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. Oh. Okay. I think. What do you guys think? I think we're ready to put on our... You know what? Let me get this down here next to the mirror. I think I can... Told ya. Told ya I was going to do that. I can't really tell. Here, this is much better. Now, where did I stick my hand in it that... I just may have to worry about that later. Super sparkly. You guys, there's regular glitter glue in colors you can buy. I haven't tried it. I have some. Maybe we'll do a comparison of just like the silver and gold on one of these videos to compare the stickles with the cheaper ones. I've just always used the stickles. Double checking. Okay, I'm done. You see something later when you come back with the fresh pair of eyes? Go ahead and add more. Alright guys, it's time for our fleur-de-lis. I had to plug my glue gun back in. I'm sorry, you guys, but I am just stuffed up all the time. Sometimes I'm not, but in the morning, I am. And I need to wash my sheets again because Billy's been laying on my side of the bed. Sometimes he goes up and sleeps with John in the morning, and I gotta stay on top of it, and I wasn't. I was spent after last week. I just wanted to be down here. I can't believe it's Thursday already. Okay. I think I'm going to publish this today. You guys are going to be like, oh my god, she has another one already? So I'm looking at the clock, and this took us about an hour to put in the rhinestones and the stickles. Time flies when you're having fun, but I mean, these projects take a long time. That's why when I record, I can do, so much at a time. The other thing, if I didn't point this out, is that this is a deep cradle board. You know what I should do while my glue gun's out? Where are they? Oh no. Did they fall off? I'm looking for my little... Well, poop. I'm looking... Oh, squirrel. You don't have to use the deep cradle. Here they are. You don't have to use the deep cradle boards. I just do because I sell my products, and I sell some that are not deep cradled. I sold some at the last sale my friend had for me. Molly Yang, it looks like. It's hard to write your name in there when it's so small. I think people get it. My name is easy to remember, which is fortunate. I married in too young, so... How am I going to do this with the stickles in it? I don't know that I want to flip this over. I'm just going to leave my little emblem. Hey, did you guys see these are back in stock at Hobby Lobby? The stamp? Where is it? This one? Hobby Lobby has them. They run out of stock so fast. Do you want to see the gold I use? Hold on, let me grab. This is the gold I use. Brilliance. It's made by the Stays On people. Galaxy Gold. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Just got to make sure you got enough ink on there before you put it down, because sometimes it can be, as heavy-handed as I am, sometimes it's a little light. Okay, is my heat gun ready? We're going to use, here's what we're going to do. And same thing when I put feet on boxes. We're going to use a method of B7000 is going to go down first. And then I'm going to put a little strip of hot glue for an immediate hold. The B7000 will be our permanent hold, and the glue, hot glue, will be our immediate hold. Wait, what did I say? Permanent hold, but it takes time to dry, So let's figure out where, how about I do this where you guys can see it? So I think I work from the middle down where we're going to glue. Boy, that's not leaving me a lot of... Hey, I'm thinking now, looking at my camera. All right. So I can go up to here. Right? We're going to go to the top of these. so that just this part sticks out, because I can't make a decision for the life of me, evidently. Have I ever used hot glue on silicone? Or whatever this stuff is? I don't know. I hope it doesn't melt it. That would suck. I'd even have to do one of these all over again. You don't need that much. Oh, I went too far. Dang. It's okay. It's okay. It'll dry. I didn't think to paint the back because I thought... Okay, we don't know if it melted or not under there, but everybody's working together and it is sticking. So we're just going to hang over about that much. Does it matter since it's on the back? It's white. I guess I could go in and fix it. All right, now I got to do this 3 more times. I'll fast forward this part. All right, guys. This is done. Now, I always say that, and sometime other than I need to add this. Wish I could do it right now. Sometimes I forget. I'm gonna wait. Let me unplug this. So, I know it's hard to tell with this ugly piece of paper on here. Let me remove it for a minute. I gotta Windex this, but I mean, wait for everything to dry. That's what'll happen while I'm working today. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can add right now. I think it's done. And I'm real happy with it. It's very abstract. I will say that. So, all right, guys, that's it. So, I will see you soon. Bye.